Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. Today's a video of case studies for Yin Fire born in the spring season. So let's take a look at the first example. This is a Yin Fire born in February, which is kind of a Yang Wood type of earthly branch. So the yearly pillar is a Yang Metal and Yang Earth. The monthly pillar is a Yang Earth and Yang Wood. The daily pillars are Yin Fire and Yin Earth, and the hourly pillars are Yang Water and Yang Wood. So the first step is let's assess the strength of this focal point, the daily master. Is it moderate? Is it too strong or too weak? So starting with the bottom row, position number 6, which is the most influential factor, it's awesome. It's a wood type because wood grows fire, and you can find another wood. And even though this is a earth type of earthly branch, but it does contain remaining of like a wood and fire energy. So it's primarily yin earth, but it also contains residuals of wood and fire. So those three things combined make my daily master fairly strong. And I don't find any wood or fire type of energy on the top row, but overall I would say this Yin Fire is in a very strong, like balance, more leaning towards a little stronger type of original condition. Then in that case, my next logic is to find metal, especially Yang metal, because that will make this Yin Fire show off its usefulness to refine metal. And there is one Yang metal to be found here. So, and I said earlier in the conceptual video, water and earth are kind of just neutral and possibly dislike energies that Yin Fire just generally don't prefer them having too much of it. So because this Yang water and Yin Fire has a heavenly stem special combination relationship, that means it kind of they're tangled, commingled together. It reduces the strength of both of them. And in this case, we actually reduce the strength of this Yang water, which is in favor of me because I don't like too much water to begin with. And how about the earth? This is a dry earth type, and this is kind of a wet earth type. But regardless, it's kind of playing this converter role, meaning I can convert some of the fire energy. Fire grows earth, and earth grows metal. So it doesn't do the strong collision, but it's okay. It's not too much, so it doesn't give me a big concern. So overall, this is a fairly good arrangement of the chart. It's fairly balanced, and all the favorable friends like wood and metal are showing up. So it's a good Basel chart to begin with. If you have to nitpick on what's a little bit out of whack or what I wish the kind of the quantity is more or less, that's how we have a kind of a refined look to identify favorable element. So in this case, I'm fairly strong. This is only one metal, even though I have earth right directly next to me to grow metal. I kind of still prefer this annual 10-year trend to directly introduce metal into my chart, because that will kind of more show off the usefulness of this Yin Fire to introduce more material to be refined, so I can kind of produce more useful end products. So that's why for this Basel chart, the favorable element will be metal. But regardless, it's a fairly good Basel chart to begin with. And the second example is a Yin Fire born in March. March is this Yin Wood earthly branch. So you have the annual pillar of a Yin Fire and Yin Wood, the monthly pillar of Yin Water and Yin Wood, the daily pillar of Yin Fire and Yin Wood, and the hourly pillar of Yang Metal and Yang Water. It's the same thought process. Let's assess the condition of this focal point. I have like 3 Yin Wood type forming kind of a strong qi to grow myself. In addition, on the top row, I have another same as me friend supporting me. So this this Yin Fire is really strong. Compared to the first example, I would say it's even stronger. In that case, what are the three other remaining players? You have a water type of a connection here, making this wood damp. But since you have such a large quantity of wood, it's okay. It doesn't pose a huge risk of not being able to ignite the wood. And I'm so glad you have this young metal showing up here because that's my craved energy to use up my overburning fire because you keep on shoving wood in there and the fire has to do something about it, and it really likes this metal energy. So for this particular example, the favorable element would be metal or like a combination of earth and metal, so that it can keep itself in balance to reduce its kind of over too much power into more of a balanced state. The last example is Yin Fire born in April. April's earthly branch is a young earth type, but it's the wet earth type. So the yearly pillar is a young earth and young metal. The monthly pillar is a young fire and young earth. The daily pillar is a yin fire and yin wood. And the hourly pillar is a young wood and young earth. The same analysis process. Let's look at the condition of this fire. You're sitting directly positionally. I have a strong wood growing myself, and both those type of earth have a wood type of remaining chi in them. And then on the top row, I have another wood right next to me, and it's awesome. It's the young wood type I really prefer. So overall, it's still not a weak daily master. Just in comparison to this example, this is even stronger than this one. But if you look at this one by itself, it's not a weak buzzer chart. So in that case, it's the same logic. I like metal to make myself useful. But what's kind of an obvious out of balance disease for this example? I would say this one has too much earth because not only position number 6 is earth, you have another friend, and then it's showing up on the top row. So the earth might be a little bit too lopsided. That's why you really want metal to reduce the energy of earth, because earth grows metal, and metal also does this double duty of kind of consuming the energy of a little overstrong fire, because that will make the fire useful to refine the metal. So this is another example that the favorable element would be metal. But in this case, I don't want to see too much earth being introduced because I have enough. Compared to this one, I would say both kind of earth and metal combination would be good to be introduced during the annual or 10-year trend. So I hope you enjoyed this analysis process and make Bazi a meaningful tool for your own life. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.